Hello, and welcome back to HunterTuned. Today we are going to show you some new projects that we got going on. We ended up selling some cars, picking up some new ones, and I'm really excited to show you guys what we all got for the channel or personal. I don't fucking know. We got some new stuff, and I'm going to show you what we got. Some cool stuff, some really clapped out piece of shit stuff, and then some other cool stuff. And some American Bald Eagles. Right. And then guess who else shows up?
How you doing?
How's it going, Michael?
How you doing?
Michael doesn't show up anymore, but lately he's been hanging out a little bit, so I don't know. But you didn't Charlie mock us, did you?
No. I'm keeping it PG this time around.
We did just film a clip, but I had to cut everything out.
Michael, welcome back. Michael let it all out, you know?
Yeah. I didn't kick you out of my house, huh?
Right, yeah, that was the first bit I said.
The first little bit. So anyways, you guys have watched the last video where we put the piston rings on and the circlips and got the rods installed and everything like that. And I haven't touched it since that video. So I am waiting on a few small things. I got my oil pan gasket today from IPG Parts. Go check those guys out. They're pretty cool. And got a twin disc on the way from my buddy with the H22 car that we just worked on. I just got a competition twin disc from him, so I should be getting that soon. And
Hey, are you using that once and taking it out?
no, I'll probably use the clutch for more than one startup, you know. All right, so anyways, today we're working on some stuff out at the shop, and we ended up getting this WRX STI in the shop, and we had to fix some things on it. So this car came in needing a tune and some other small things. I tuned this Subaru a couple months ago, and it ended up having some problems that we sorted out, some injector leaks. I don't know what the hell else we did on this thing. Do you remember, Christian? Yeah. Oh, and it had some idling issues too, because the idle air control wasn't hooked up and working, because it was a D16 Y7 swapped Subaru. And anyway, so he ended up taking that motor out and putting a different motor in it and stuff like that. Now it has a built-up single cam with a Y8 head, I believe. So this Subaru Honda Civic, it's a fucking Civic, guys, and we've been working on it. He brought it in for a tune, and he said it needed a tune, but I told him, like, hey, the car was already tuned, you know, there might be some other problems with it. The map sensor and TPS were actually flipped on this car, so the map sensor was reading a solid like 5 inches of vacuum, which will actually add way too much fuel because it was just reading, you know, the wrong settings because it wasn't plugged into the right spot. And then the TPS, whenever I'd hit the throttle, the map sensor would change. It was kind of trippy. So
that's what we were hoping was my issue, Michael.
Yeah, but it wasn't. So anyways, we got this thing up and running good now. I'll pop the hood and show you guys what we got going on under the STI grill. This thing is kind of cool. He did like Subaru wheels on it, and a Subaru hood scoop, and a Perrin front mount intercooler, and a STI front grill thing. Went way out of his way to make this thing a Subaru. Look at that. We got silver and blue and Subaru. Silver and blue and Subaru. So this is the setup on the car. It is a Y7 head still. This is still a Y7, Christian.
What?
This is still a Y7.
Yeah.
It's non-VTEC. So we had to fix a few things on this car. It has a 1320 like unequal length header, and he made it into a turbo manifold, and it has like a small GT28 or something like that on it. And yeah, so he just got the motor built. He wanted to get something on the car kind of tuned up roughly to break the motor in, so that's what we're doing. And fixing up some wiring issues. Like I said, we had the TPS and the map sensor flip-flopped, and the speedo is also tweaking out because the plug for the speedometer is very corroded, and the plugs and pins inside of there are they've seen better days. So we're gonna have to try to maybe clean out the speedo plug here, fix that, and do some other small things on it. And then we're going to be showing you some other projects that we picked up. Christian finally sold his car. Yeah! Yeah! So Christian's been trying to sell his car for quite some time, and somebody finally bought it, and Christian got some money in his pocket and ended up picking up a new project. So we're going to show you that right meow. What do we got rolling in the shop? Ye brother. So Christian, what'd you end up buying?
An S10.
Is this a Chevrolet?
It is.
Chevrolet S10.
Oh yeah.
Looks a little bit lowered.
About 2 inches.
2-inch drop on it. It's
You
got
know, a lot of people say 2 inches doesn't do a lot.
2-inch fucking
Let me
does a
tell you
lot.
what.
Yeah. So it's this is a 97 Chevy S10 with a 2.2 liter of Fury four-cylinder.
Right. 334,000 miles on it.
330,000 miles on the old four-cylinder. 5-speed manual.
Yes, sir.
In the ad, it said it was an automatic.
Right, it did.
Okay. Ad said it came with snow tires.
It didn't.
It did not.
It also said that it was $800.
But we got it for $500. So this, we ended up working a deal with the guy, and we told him to keep the snow tires, and he put some, you know, these wheels actually look better, in my opinion. These are like I don't know, they look like a Krager or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're pretty cool. They got center caps on them. And yeah, like I said, it's a pretty decently clean S10. It's not completely rotted. You guys know that we are in Wisconsin, and a lot of these old trucks and cars that, you know, have 15 years of experience here living in Wisconsin, the bodies are usually pretty rotted. So this guy ended up doing a little bit of body work on this truck and fixed up the bed on the rear there. And other than that, though, it's a pretty damn clean truck.
Bring it down to 80.
Okay. So there we are. Now you guys got a better look at this thing. Yeah, of course, we are not going to leave the 2.2 liter in it. Christian bought this thing because he wanted to do a V8 project.
For the sole purpose. I literally bought this thing for the sole purpose of ripping this motor and transit.
Yes. So Christian is going to do a goal of mine that I had when I first started doing V8 stuff. I actually had bought an S10 a while ago. Like 5 years ago, I had bought an S10 with the intention of doing an LS swap and bailed out because I got intimidated and didn't want to do it. Now, 5 years later, knowing a little bit more about LS swaps and stuff, I'm going to be helping Christian do an LS swap on this S10. So, yeah, we ended up picking this thing up for a really good deal. It runs and drives great. It's lowered, and it looks like a hot rod, dude.
Right.
So,
two-wheel drive.
Two-wheel drive truck, obviously, and we're going to try to do an LS swap, fairly budget setup. And these trucks, we can use the stock oil pan, from what I know, and we can just
Stock
let it
LS
rip.
oil pan.
Yeah, stock truck oil pan, like a stock LS truck oil pan. But other than that, dude, she's a fucking Minto Pinto Chevrolet.
She's getting a Kirky seat.
Kirky seats. You should put 2 of them in there.
Kirky seat, simple cage.
Yep. I don't think we'll cage it right away. I think we should get it we'll probably just get an LS in it, just a basic truck motor for now. And he's probably going to go with a Turbo 350 or Turbo 400 transmission.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, we're going to let it rip.
Yep.
So Christian is super excited about this thing. This motor does leak some coolant. She runs a little hot, but
A little bit.
whatever.
That's fine.
Maybe we'll kick a rod on the motor before we.
No, I was thinking put T25 on it.
Oh, I don't know. I think we should. That might take too long. So yeah. Anyways, these things are a little bit crammed with a V8 in them, but we'll make it happen, and we're gonna try to make it work. So be on the lookout for a S10 LS swap coming very soon. I'm super excited, dude. This is going to be a project that I've wanted to do, a project that my dad has wanted to do, and Christian is going to do it for us.
I've wanted to do ever since, I don't know, I was 17.
Christian was going to buy a full-size truck, and I kind of talked him into getting a mini truck because you can just make these so much faster than a full-size.
When I was like 17, I had the older body style, so they're the late 80s, early 90s, and I was going to put a 350 in it.
Yeah.
And then I sold that for a lot more than I paid for it. So
yeah. So anyways, new project for Christian. We will be tearing into this thing sort of soon. And yeah, but we're going to be getting a lot of the other stuff done and slowly gathering parts for this thing. He's just going to be on the hunt on Marketplace and Craigslist trying to find a cheap 4.8, 5.3, or 6 liter, whatever comes up and is cheap. That's what I tell everybody. They always say, you know, should I get a 6 liter? Should I get a 4.8? Should I get a 5.3? Just get whatever is the cheapest, and whatever you can get your hands on and whatever you can afford, get that. That's why I tell people 4.8, 5.3, 6.0, whatever. They're all the same when you put 20 pounds of boost to them.
Right.
So, anyways, yeah. Ripper. Can't wait.
Not yet.
So, we also got another thing. You guys have known that I've been messing with scooters for a while, and I've always wanted a really large scooter, large displacement scooter. So me and Christian actually went down a little south of the shop here and ended up picking up a Honda Silverwing. I was talking about it in the last video, and I ended up picking up that motorcycle, scooter, moped, giant grandpa cruiser for myself, because this thing was actually a pretty good deal. It's a 2008 Honda Silverwing, and it's awesome. This thing is the fastest scooter I've ever ridden. This thing literally feels like a 600cc crotch rocket and is comfortable. It's a great cruiser. I can ride it back and forth from the shop, and I'm super happy with my purchase here, guys. Obviously, it's a very well-maintained bike, super clean, and I got it for freaking cheap compared to what these things like Blue Book for and stuff. These bikes normally go for around 3,000 bucks, and I got it for half of that. So that's really cool. I kind of, you know, coming late up on the season here is, you know, a good time to buy stuff here in Wisconsin because, you know, snow's coming. So guys try to get rid of their bikes so they don't need to store them. And yeah, we have the shop and stuff, so I can store it or store it at the garage, whatever. But this thing is just ready to go. Great little bike. It does have some miles on it, but these Hondas will run forever. This is a fuel-injected 600cc. I don't know if I want to call it a scooter, but it's a scooter. 600cc scooter.
All we know is it scoots.
Yeah, all we know is it scoots. Yep. So I'll fire it up here for you guys and let you hear it. That's the fucking horn. Hang on. There we go. I had to have both hands to hit the starter because you got to pull the brake in to start it. But yeah, 38,000 miles on this beast. God damn, it's like a big block. You think this thing's like a big block, Christian?
Oh, it's gotta be.
It's just like a big block. Speaking of big blocks.
So, big blocks. Favorite car Hunter got, I think. Let's see it. Let's see what comes in right now. What do we got here?
So Christian went to go buy that S10 that you guys just saw, and I'm trying to find the hood latch for this fucking thing. There it is. Christian ended up going to buy this S10 from this guy, and he asked us while we were there if we had any interest or knew anybody that had interest in a Cutlass. So I said, well, it depends on the price, and you know, what is it? Is it really nice? Because I don't have a lot of money. And he's like, no, it's not a nice car. And I'm like, all right, let me look at it, you know, because I'm always interested in something that's not nice, because then the price is a lot lower. So anyways, I bought another G-body. I'm really excited to get to work on this thing because I miss my Regal. You guys know, if you guys have been following for a long time on the channel, I had a 81 Buick Regal. My first videos on the channel were of the 81 Buick Regal. I had a small block Chevrolet in it. It had a small block 400 that I sprayed, and we went 12s in the quarter mile with it. Then we put a turbo LS in it, and I sold it, traded it for the purple car.
Right.
A long time ago. Yeah, long time ago. And then I acquired the purple car back, and now I acquired another Cutlass. So this is a G-body car, and yeah, I got this thing for fairly cheap. The
Really
guy,
good deal.
you know, considering what the car has, this is a, what year is it?
84.
84 Cutlass Supreme, Oldsmobile Cutlass. So interior, mint. It's got a couple gauges in it, oil pressure, water temp, and voltage, and a tachometer, stock shifter, all that kind of stuff. Crank windows all work good. The seats are in pretty good condition. And yeah, it's just an old 80s hot rod, and I love it. Like, this is just, oh, so awesome. Just something about a big block in a G-body. So we got it. It has a 455 Olds big block in it. Unknown internal setup of the motor. I don't know what cam or valve train is in it. Haven't popped the valve covers off or anything like that, but it does have an Edel shit fucking carburetor on it, which you can definitely tell it's an Edelbrock carb because it doesn't really have a lot of horsepower. We're probably going to be swapping this out for like a Holley 750 double pumper. Big old fucking carburetor. So we'll probably do that and get it tuned up. I like tuning these big carbs. They're kind of fun. I got a guy that helps me out doing it. And yeah, so it's got Taylor plug wires, MSD distributor, hooker headers, 3.5 inch collector out here, and then I think it has 3.5 or 3 inch dual exhaust all the way out the back with 2 Flowmaster 44s, 3 lug nuts on each wheel, so we got to fix that. Yeah, so we just went and picked this thing up because I got a super good deal on it. I couldn't really pass it up. It's already got the AC heater bypass plate installed. Normally these cars have a big old fucking heater box and shit that sticks way out here, so you can't fit a big block in them, or an LS or anything for that matter. So we want to probably play with the big block in this thing for a little while and maybe see how fast it goes with a big block, and then eventually it'll probably get a turbo LS like everything else does.
Right.
But I think it'd be fun to either see how much we can get for this engine cash wise and maybe do like a small block. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I don't even know what we want to do with this thing yet, but I just like had to buy it. The guy was moving. He couldn't keep the car, and he sold it to me for 2 G's.
Didn't even post it yet.
He didn't even post the car for sale. So I got this car for $2 grand, as you see it, with aluminum radiator and the big block, turbo 400 tranny. And he also gave us a set of 28-inch drag slicks on wheels already ready to go. So Mickey Thompson ET drags from fucking 1985, it looks like. They're really old drag slicks, but nonetheless, they are drag slicks. They came with the car.
They're on steel wheels.
Yeah, steel wheels.
They're heavy as fuck.
Are they steel?
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah, dual exhaust, nice exhaust tips on it. It's just a fucking 80s hot rod, dude. I love it. I love it.
So when I was looking at the S10, the Hunter's over here with the owner, chatting up a storm.
Yeah.
As I'm sitting there, you know, looking everything over on the S10. And I walk back over, and Hunter's like, all right, dude, we'll be back in a little bit. And I was like, oh, you know, we're not getting an S10 or what? He's like, you know, a guy runs inside, grabs the title for the S10. And I was like, oh, okay, looks like I'm getting a new truck.
Yeah. So I ended up working a package deal with the guy.
Right, which helped both of us out.
Yep.
So.
Is that what you were going to say?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, anyways guys, super cool, awesome G-body car. I don't know, nitrous big block sounds kind of cool. Nitrous small block sounds kind of cool. I don't know exactly what we want to do with it. We'll see. Maybe fix up some small things on it. The rear end is a little crunchy. I think it's got broken ring gear. Actually, the guy told me it has a broken ring gear,
yeah,
but it still drives down the road.
Right.
much
Not-
nitrous can this big block handle?
All of it.
A lot.
Like 1,000 horsepower?
No, probably not.
600 shot?
250 maybe.
So 300 and we're having a fun time or what?
I just want this thing to go like that on the line. Like this tire fucking this high, and that one's still on the ground.
Oh yeah.
And G-body shuffle the whole way down the damn track.
It was G-body shuffling on the trailer.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what makes these cars fun, is like, you just fucking get out there and go, wah, 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 wah.
They're so boaty.
They're boaty as fuck. They're awesome. Big old American steel fat bitch.
You gonna leave that in there?
Yeah. All right, we also got another project. I'm going to drop that right now, and you guys can see the biggest Fast and Furious mobile to ever hit HunterTuned.
We're not gonna show it in its full glory though.
Why not?
It's got some pieces taken off.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Christian, what is he pulling in?
Sounds familiar.
Sounds like it needs a tune,
Right.
but it's not a customer's.
No.
Is this the Fast and Furious car?
Like so.
Oh.
Too fast, too furious, I'm too fast for y'all, man. You like this car, Michael?
No.
It's pretty sweet, ain't it?
No.
You check out the window? The
I
windshield?
showed him the extra long windshield wiper.
Oh, yeah?
You didn't get this?
Is that plexiglass?
No. Regular
No,
glass.
that's real glass, yeah. Hang on, you like this hood? It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
We forgot to show him the intercooler, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Custom fit.
Dude. You like that?
Wow, that is pretty sweet. That is fucking sweet.
You like this? This is the new HID headlights
Wow.
from Oxbeam. They sent me. So, anyways, guys, a guy called me last week and he said, "Hey, I have a Honda. It's really garbage, and I got it towed, or it got towed into an impound yard, and the guy never paid his bill. So the car ended up becoming the guy that brought it to me. He wanted me to work on it and just be like, hey, see how much it's going to be to take this thing and make it drag strip worthy.
No pictures?
Yeah, he didn't send me pictures or anything, so I just said, bring it by the shop, I'll check it out. And it ended up being a little bit more money than he wanted to sink into this thing, because it's this thing. You guys get a good look at the...
I did a walk around, but I don't know if they know what this is.
Yeah,
What-
because it had big old wide fenders on it, and they ripped them off. And the interior, check out the interior.
Oh, Jesus fucking.
Yeah, it smells worse than it looks.
Like, I take shits that look better than this.
So, anyways, he brought it over, and I told him, you know, it's probably going to need this, this, and this, which it needs this, this, and this. It needs a lot of stuff to get it ready to go driving down the street. It needs a windshield, a wheel bearing, smaller turbo, because this motor is a little bit built. Only reason it's still at my shop is because he told me if he didn't want to stick the money into it, he just wanted to kind of just give it to us because it's such a pile of shit. It has no title. It has no like way to register it or anything like that. So I pretty much offered him $200 for the thing because it's worthless. Like, this car is worthless. But it does have a good power plant. That is the one reason why it's still here and why I picked it up, and why I told him flat out, I don't want it, I don't need it, I don't want the car. Like, I literally don't want it. I don't want another project, but I kind of had to get it because I'm going to show you guys under the hood. Michael's trying to be a racer over here.
Obviously, doesn't this look like an Evo fender?
It's an EG fender.
That's what it wasn't even the right kit.
No shit.
Wow, this is... Jeepers.
What the fuck?
Jesus
Hey,
God.
this isn't complete. It ain't got stereo.
It doesn't have a stereo, I don't think.
Does it?
It does not have a stereo.
Got
right here.
Pioneers in it. Check out the front.
All right, guys, on to the actual good stuff with this car.
Got goddamn kickers.
Rest of the car, has it got nice speakers in it?
Told you, it's gotta have at least good speakers in this bitch.
Oh, Michael found good speakers. Maybe we put those in the tracker. So anyways, does have a pretty good power plant from what I could see. It does have RC 750s, which are meh. Anybody want to buy them, let me know. RC 750cc injectors. A very nice top mount. It has a BRMS. What is that?
I can't say those words.
Blue Ridge Motorsports.
Yeah.
Really?
Top mount manifold. Super nice quality and super, honestly, like a pretty nice top mount manifold. It has a actual tile 35 or 38 millimeter wastegate V-band. It has a GTX 3582, actual genuine Garrett 3582, so that's cool. It has, I popped the valve cover off while the guy was here and ended up finding that the cylinder head has Brian Crower.
It's a blowjob, rim job, mouth sucking manifold.
I really do think it's Blue Ridge Motorsports.
No.
But anyways, I pulled the valve cover while the guy was here because I wanted to know if the engine was built or if it was just, you know, thrown together with a nice turbo kit. It does have Brian Crower springs and retainers in the cylinder head and some sort of cam. I don't know exactly what camshaft is in it. It does have a chip P28 on a GM3 bar as well. D16 Y8 adjustable cam gear, Gates Racing timing belt. Somebody put time into the engine, but they should have just left the car stock because it's got a fucking lunch table for a back end. The fucking spoiler is a lunch table.
Right.
Molded to the trunk.
Molded to the trunk, can't even remove it. It's got MSD coil, which really doesn't do much in my opinion. Just stock coils are
Should we show
fucking
the
plenty fine.
authenticity here, though? Look how old the sticker is.
Yeah, MSD ignition. Does it have a date? Oh no, it doesn't.
No, but it's like so old it almost seemed like an OEM.
Yeah, it seems like an OEM sticker here. Anyways, though, turbo seems good. And yeah, worst case scenario, like I told the guy, I'm like, you know, I could probably just sell the turbo and stuff off of this thing and get $200 or whatever, you know, that I offered the guy. So yeah, but anyways, now I'm looking. It's got an AEM fuel pressure regulator on it, so that's a plus. And all the vacuum lines are teed into one spot, so that's a good thing.
But
Well, let me see. We got boost gauge, we got fuel pressure regulator, we got map sensor, we got blow off valve, all on this little nipple right here.
And then
so if that pops off, you lose everything.
and then let's cap that one.
Yeah, let's just cap the big one that we can use something for. Let's just cap it off. Fuck it. And then the one on the back here.
Oh, it's down there.
Oh, it's way down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just cap that off too.
Where's
So-
the wastegate going to?
Right here, and it's the downpipe is welded to the fucking turbo. So that's not a good thing.
No exhaust leaks off turbo.
Oh, they went right to the...
Turbo?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then the dump tube for the turbo goes right into the exhaust there, all bird shit welded in there. Literal bird shit. Like
Is that
my
HunterTuned circa 2000.
oh my, look at what I'm doing right now. my camera was like this right onto my phone. So I'm sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so we have bird shit welds on the exhaust all over, which is totally fine. I mean, it happens. We have a EGT gauge in the downpipe because that's where that should go.
Yep.
And no wideband, no nothing, but it's got a boost gauge, and the bitch runs 20 pounds of boost and goes nowhere. It's slow as fuck.
Like my Geo Tracker could take this thing.
And this thing's on 20 pounds, and it's literally dog shit slow. So something is definitely really wrong. Whether it's cam degreeing or something like that, or the intercooler just doesn't do anything.
I mean, this could... I wouldn't see this being a problem, do you?
I don't know, man.
It seems fine, right?
When you wrecked your car,
I have faith in the intercooler.
when you wrecked your white car,
I think it's just super lean or super rich because there's no fucking wideband in it. So who knows if it's actually tuned?
Good point.
You know what I mean? It could just
I
be like
feel
22
this
lean or
probably
6.0 rich.
Isn't sealing fully? I don't know.
I don't know. It says the gauge says 18 pounds. That's all I know. Feels slow as fuck though.
Yeah.
Big ass turbo. Like they had high intentions for this thing, but didn't finish it fully, I don't think. And then they crashed it and then left it sitting. And then a tow truck company picked it up, and here it is in fucking HunterTuned shop. And we're probably just gonna yank the motor out and do something with it. Maybe we'll put this whole combo into Michael's car so he can quit being a hermit. What do you guys think? Let us know. Or we just sell this stuff and I make some money back, so we can put money into the Cutlass or the Mustang, or money into the S10 or fucking something else, or Michael's fucking dreams of building a K-Series.
I have an idea. We put this in my car. I finished painting my car.
Yeah.
I sell my whole car.
Michael never comes back to the shop ever again.
No. And then I go and I find one of those bad boys out there.
Michael really likes the Cutlass.
I really do. And I go buy one of those.
All right, well maybe I'll work a deal with Michael and we can get this thing ripping. But
I'll case
hey. When you sell your car, you got to give me something back or something, and we have to run a good clutch. We have to get a good clutch.
Yeah,
because that's the key to going fast in one of these.
Mine's gone, and I have to buy one.
Yeah.
But we have to get a good one. I feel like a brand new comp single disc would be fine. Brand new.
Action Clutch told me they would sell me. Maybe we'll get an Action Clutch.
Complete shit.
Hopefully the Action Clutch doesn't come through the fucking bell housing though, because that's all they do is they're junk in the fucking.
It's my car.
Hopefully the clutch don't come through and cut your feet off, but well, we'll try it. Well, maybe we'll try an Action Clutch. We'll see how they work.
And if that's the price of me going back to a D series.
If their clutches are as good as their customer service, their clutches are garbage.
I said if that happens for me coming back to a D series, it really wasn't meant to be, and I should have left it alone.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. If I go 10s on it, I'll just give you half of what I sell the car for.
Right.
Or we take this motor, take the whole power plant out. Christian goes and buys a $50 D15.
Oh, okay. So there was another option. There was a Civic that we were supposed to go look at today,
right,
but we ended up not looking at it. There is an EG Coupe EX with a Z6 full swap, which has a good tranny in it. If it has a good trans and shit, it might be worth it.
Right.
I could get that car for $300. So we could take all this and put it, made it to that Z6 trans into the EG, which has a title,
right,
and do it that way. There's so many ideas brewing, guys. I don't know what we're going to do. All I know is we're going to take this fucking car and smash it.
Christian.
We're going to run this fucking thing over with the tracker.
Christian.
This car is literally a disgrace.
I want a demo. Oh my. I want a demo derby.
Sorry.
I want
2 beers deep over here. You got big black smoking cigarettes. I'm gonna smash the fucking headlights on like I'm gonna beat my wife.
Oh my god.
I want a demo derby this thing.
Yeah, we could take it to the demo derby and fucking do that.
Okay, my turn.
No, you gotta do this one.
You gotta do this one.
No, kick the fender. No. All right, stop. Okay, have a great night and a better tomorrow. This video's probably really
We will see you in LA.
Yeah, so anyways, Christian wants to do a demo derby. I can't interrupt you, dude. Oh my god, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
No, but there's 2 guys. There's a shop right here and a shop down there. I've been talking to them. They're like, oh, you could run midsize when, like, if you go far in them, like, I could literally toss, you know, if we go get that car, the motor that's in that or whatever.
Oh yeah.
In here and go crash it and make some money.
Yeah.
Like,
we could take the motor that's out of that $300 car and put it into this.
Can we at least put some bullet holes?
Okay, regardless, I think we should take this and race it.
Yes.
Not this.
Not in this car, but this engine. We can either put it in that EG or we can put it in Michael's car, depending on what we do. But now that Christian says that EG thing, we could put that piece of shit motor into this with the garbage transmission that's in this and demo it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That'd be an idea.
I'd be down. I like breaking shit.
We'll see. we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, tell us what we should do. We have no idea, but we have so many ideas of what we should do. Yeah, let us know what you guys thought of today's video.
Michael should come around more often, or fuck you, come back.
Yeah, do you guys hate Michael, or should he keep hanging out with us? I don't know. I feel like he hates me, so he just doesn't hang out with me because I'm just, I don't know. Am I an asshole or something?
You got too big, man. You're just that YouTube guy now. You lost track of everything, you know.
I'm too busy for you,
Buying
Michael.
all this shit all the time.
Have a great night and better tomorrow. We will see you later, guys. Leave a shit talking comment down there in the shit box, and like, comment, subscribe.
In the shit box.
In the shit box. Go drop a shit down in the box. See you later.
No shit tickets, though.
No shit tickets.
We don't want any jams.
Yeah, we don't have a plunger available.